guys, what's up? It's Hope, and I'm here to bring you my week 49 post-op VSG update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on July 1st, 2013 at Christus St. Elizabeth Hospital with Dr. Jerome Straps as my surgeon, and it has been 49 weeks ago today. Today is June 9th, 2014, so I am a little over 11 months post-op and well on my way to my 1-year surgiversary, which is so crazy. I cannot even believe that. And so as far as weight loss goes, I'm going to start off with the numbers. My highest weight was 330 pounds. On July 1st, 2013, the day of surgery, I was 306. Last week, I came to weighing 193, and today I am 190 even. So that is a 3-pound loss from last week, which I am so excited about. I cannot believe I lost 3 pounds this past week, but I'm so excited. My next goal is 185, which will put me in the overweight BMI category and officially take me out of the obese category. And then after that, it's really just about listening to my body and figuring out what is best for maintenance. I don't really have an end goal per se, so I'm super excited about reaching my next and final goal. And then it is all about, hopefully getting pregnant. My husband and I actually have a consult to see a new OBGYN on July 23rd. So I'm super excited about that. We're going to hopefully be able to look at all of our options and really think about what our plan is going to be as far as getting pregnant goes. So as far as weight loss goes, that is my 140 pounds lost. 140 pounds lost. That's crazy insane. Just saying that, I can't even think about how much actual weight that is. 140 pounds. That's like a person, a whole person. Wow, it's hard to even fathom. So 140 pounds for my highest weight and 116 pounds since the day of surgery. And like I said, a 3-pound loss from last week. And so I'm really grateful for that. As far as my consult goes with the new OBGYN, I'm really excited about it. I've talked about this in previous videos, but I do have polycystic ovarian syndrome. I was diagnosed with that when I was 18 years old, so it's something that I've struggled with for quite some time now. The reason I had weight loss surgery was to be able to hopefully be able to get pregnant without any issues. Infertility was something that I struggled with post-op, and my big goal, the reason I had surgery, is to get as healthy as I can be, and then to hopefully be able to get pregnant without having to really rely on any sort of infertility routes. And so our goal is to hopefully be able to get pregnant without having to do any of that. And so that's what the consult is really about, to really look at all of our options. As far as pre-op goes, I'm gonna get a little, personal here. So guys, if you don't want to watch this, feel free to turn away now. But before surgery, I never had a normal cycle ever, as without having to be on some sort of medication. And so I had my first cycle when I was 16 years old, didn't have another one until I was 18, and that was because I went to, my gynecologist, and they did tests, and I had my first pap smear, and they found out that, everything was good. It was just I had PCOS, and that was why, I wasn't having a regular cycle. So from the time I was 18 on, I had to be on some sort of medicine and to be on birth control in order to regulate my cycles. And so I've never had a cycle pre-op that wasn't, medicine induced. And so, that was something that, hopefully my doctor and I, when we talked about, the weight loss surgery, that was something that we hoped would happen and correct itself after weight loss surgery, having, lost all the weight, hopefully being able to, allow all of that to, correct itself on its own. And so that was our goal. As far as post-op goes, when I was going through my, my pre-op liquid diet, I lost like 30 pounds, prior to surgery during that 2-week liquid diet. I did have one cycle and that was the first time I'd ever had a cycle since I was 16 that it wasn't medicine induced, and that was a really good sign. That it was, a lot of times PCOS, is weight loss driven, as far as the symptoms and, the issues that people have with PCOS. And so that was a really good sign that, my body was responding to the weight loss, and hopefully that was going to be able to regulate everything. But, after I had my surgery, I didn't have another cycle. And so, July, I had one during my pre-op diet. August, September, October, November, and December, that's 5 months without a cycle. And so, I got with my doctor. She was really wanting to see if it would, correct itself on its own, and that never happened. And so in July, I went in to see her for, I have to go in every 6 months for just regular pap smear and tests and stuff, because I do have PCOS, and they're always just trying to make sure that they're ahead of anything that might be happening. And so she said, let's go ahead and try and put you back on, Provera. It's progesterone. It's just a type of a hormone to try and see if we can jumpstart, what's going on with you. And so she called in the prescription in January, and sure enough, I got my period. First time, since July, I got one on my own. I was so excited, literally crying tears. That, maybe this was it. Maybe I was going to be able to get pregnant on my own. Just, having a normal cycle is something that I've always wanted. And that's something that I feel like, people would not be able to understand if you hadn't been in my shoes. And I know I have to have a normal cycle in order to be able to get pregnant, or at least that is, that has always been a part of the plan. Hopefully, having a normal cycle will be able to help us track ovulation, will be able to help us get pregnant on our own. And so when I had that, period in January, I was just over the moon excited. Could not even believe that finally I was normal. And I was so excited. So I didn't even have to call in the prescription for January. It happened on its own. So I was so excited about that. And so, hold on, Lucy Pup. She's over there. You ready for bed? Yes, I know. Hold on just a second. We'll go, okay? Anyway, so, February rolled around and it never came. And so there was the whole, oh, darn, and then March happened and nothing. And so I went to go see my doctor again in April, and she said, why don't you go ahead and take the Provera? Let's see if we can try and jumpstart it again. And I went ahead and took it, and I did have a cycle. The Provera helped me have a cycle, but then after that, I haven't had anything. And so when I went and seen her last week for, the cyst on my ovary, what ended up being a cyst on my ovary that had ruptured, she said my ovaries looked healthy, they looked great, but she wanted me to go in and see someone that, not necessarily a specialist, but was more specialized than she was in dealing with, just helping couples get pregnant. So we are going on July 23rd to be able to kind of figure out what our game plan is going to be. Since, after having surgery, everything didn't regulate on its own like we hoped it would, and so I'm just trying to stay positive. I'm hoping and praying that, we are able to get pregnant without having to do any sort of, infertility treatments. We are hoping to be able just to get pregnant on our own. And that might just be having to take some medicine to regulate everything. And so this is really the first time I've shared kind of my PCOS journey with you. And so with everything happening last week the way it did, I wanted to kind of share a little bit about that part of my journey with all of you, and just ask for your prayers and your support in the next month or so as we kind of figure out what we're going to do, in this phase of the journey. My 1 year post-op is July 1st, and that is when, my surgeon says we can start trying. So, that is where we are right now as far as, looking to the future and looking toward what I consider goal to be, and that would be, my goal is to get pregnant. And so, I look forward to sharing that part of my journey with all of you for sure. And so we will see how that goes. I'll make sure and share, how that consult goes with my new OBGYN in July. So I'm excited. I'm hoping that, she's able to give us some guidance and we're able to kind of figure out what our next step is going to be as far as, our journey goes. So, what else? 140 pounds lost. Insane crazy. So excited about that. Nothing really new else to report as far as, weight loss goes. As far as foods go this week, I have just been doing what I've been doing all along. Obviously, it's working. 3-pound loss. So crazy. So excited about that. I am going to be posting my husband Q&A. We just sat down and did that, and I was super excited about that. He was not excited about it, but he knows how important it was for me to hopefully be able to help people out there. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about all of you meeting him and kind of seeing what his responses are. So I'm excited about that. What else? I did kind of have my first skin irritation this week, which I'm just super bummed about. Kind of happened in the belly button area. Just, we were really active this weekend and just up and moving around, and we had graduations and just really busy and not really any more physical than I have been being, but I've talked about my body just being a lot different the last few months, just more skin in places that I didn't realize there was, and so my belly button just got really red and irritated, and so I just make sure and took pictures of that and just documented that. Plastics isn't something I'm really considering right now since we're hoping to get pregnant, but after we're done having babies, maybe that'll be something that we do. I do look into, and so when I start thinking about just the different struggles that I've had along the way, skin is definitely going to be one of those things. So I wanted to make sure and document that for sure. And so that's really all I think as far as this week goes. Just wanted to update all of you on PCOS. I haven't done that yet. And then just talk a little bit about, the losses. And that's so insane crazy. I cannot believe I've lost 140 pounds. Wow. Every time I say that, it's just mind-blowing. But, I'm definitely just so grateful to be feeling better from last week and just continuing on with this journey, on just trying to be the very healthiest, the very best me possible. And I'm just so grateful for all of you out there who continue to support me all along the way. And so I look forward to reading all your comments and your posts about, how I'm doing, and just if you have any questions about, your journey or my journey, feel free to post those down below. I'll be happy to help y'all out. But I feel like that is probably it for now. 140 pounds lost. I have to keep saying that because I just cannot even believe I've lost that much weight. It's so crazy. Just one last small thing before I go. I do have a job interview tomorrow. It's going to really be a new chapter in my life as far as my career goes. I did have a job interview a couple months ago, and that didn't really pan out like I wanted it to. So just please be praying for me and just good thoughts and good vibes my way. I'm super excited about the possibilities that this new job will bring. So feel free to pray for me. I would definitely appreciate it, and I'll definitely keep you all posted. And we will see you next week for another weekly update. Hope you all have a great week, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!